Hi everyone, in this tutorial we are going to work with another important library which is called Pandas.
Let's watch this amazing video.
In before tutorial we seen about NumPy. I think it's like a very clear explanation. Of course, it's like a long tutorial, 30 minutes, more than 30 minutes tutorial. I think in that tutorial I covered almost NumPy very clearly. I explained. Guys, if you missed the tutorial, just go and learn what is NumPy, and also I given some of the tasks regarding NumPy. I hope everyone was understood and done all the tasks. Okay, in this tutorial, I am discussing another inbuilt library in Python. It is very important in Python I want to discuss in this tutorial. Just I'll close this file, I'll create a new Python file which is called pandas. So in this tutorial I'm going to discuss what is pandas, where we can use, what is the difference between pandas, numpys. So everything I want to discuss in this tutorial. Just watch this tutorial till the end and do the task in this tutorial also. Okay, so what is meant by panda first of all? So what is the difference between panda and numpy? First of all, I want to explain what is Panda. So pandas means here same like inbuilt library. What the NumPy is there, same. It's like a Panda is also one of the inbuilt library in Python, but mainly Panda is used for data. So if you want to work on the data, so Panda is the best library to work on that. Actually, coming to NumPy, if you want to work on the mathematical operations or arrays or matrices, NumPy is the best library to work on that. So mainly that is the difference between pandas and numpys. NumPy is mathematical operations to work on that, and panda is to work on data. So mainly it's work on data science. If you want to work on like data manipulation, data visualization, data building, machine learning models, pandas is the best library to work on that. And if you want to work on the panda, we'll work on mainly two types, which is called series and data frames. So I want to explain coming what is data frame and what is series. Actually, I don't want to be theory in every tutorial. So it's like to be practical. I want to explain the practical examples as a theory. So guys, if you are learning anything, just don't learn theory. Of course, it's better to learn theory, but it should be practical. So what you are learning, it should be practical, means it's like a awesome. If you do practical, not only Python guys, if you learn any programming language or anything, so you are doing website, you can do practical. Why you are learning theory? So always practicing is not at all enough. Just do something, just prepare one thing related to that and do projects. That is called, that is important to get a success in that. So I think it's like a something different what I am explaining beyond that. Anyway, straight away we'll go to today's topic, which is called panda. So yeah, straight away I'll work on that. First of all, I'll explain what is series. We can create the series, then I'll go to, of course, data frames. So I'll create a series. Before work on the series, we need to import the library. So what we have done in numpy is, so we imported a library, same like we need to import. So guys, why I am importing the library, I want to explain first of all. So because why we are importing the library means, actually in pandas already there are many keywords, many methods are available. So we are using that methods and we are simplifying the code and we are making the task very easily. Of course in numpys also, actually if you need to perform the mathematical operations, it's like a very difficult. We need to write lot of code, we need to write logical operations, but without doing anything, we are doing like simple things which is called array, which is called reshape. So we are using simple methods and we are doing crazy things, right? So same like, that's why already it was created and we are using that. I want to say that. So import pandas as pd pnd. So I'm importing and I'm executing. So first of all I want to see create a series. So for that I'm creating a variable which is called final. So pand dot, here series is s capital, don't forget. So s should be capital, and pass some what you can say, some data. So I'm passing some data. So and just print this one, print final, and just see the output. you can see the series. So what is the difference between series, arrays and list? You can see that of course we are using the numpy dot array. So it is totally different. We can know the array, what is the difference between array and list. So here also it is like a series. You can see that we are getting the index for every series. So you can see it's like a index we are getting. Coming to array, it is like a totally different. So actually in series also we can use like multi-dimensional also. It's having like you can pass number of, you can of course. So this is called series. Then you may get doubt, what is the use of creating array and series? So already array is there. We done something crazy in array. Why we are doing series? So why should we use the series in our programs? Already array is there. So yes, coming to array, we are not getting any index like this. So yeah, that is the one difference. And coming to array, it's like in square brackets, it's having the dimension which is called one dimensional, two dimensional and three dimensional. So of course we can do that. Of course we can do n dimensional also, but it is totally different. If you want to work on the data, so the series is definitely different. I think it's like very clear. So guys, and coming to NumPy, another drawback is there, which is you're working on the arrays. So we need to pass only same data structure. Same data structure means you can maybe pass only integer or either be character. So that is only we can create the array only integer, either be a character. We can't pass the multi data structures in an arrays. So coming to pandas, we can that error he here overcome in pandas. So you can pass multi like you can pass as well as numbers as well as characters. You can pass as well as floating values. Of course you can do that. Anyway, I'll create another variable which is called output. Here I want to do that. I want to pass the characters. How we can do that? So same pand dot series. Yes, should be capital. Don't forget. It's like a keyword. We are not created. They created like that. So we can't do that. So just create some variable and just you want what you want. You can just pass some data. That's it. Yeah, I pass some data here. So here I want to print this one, so we can see that you can use print, otherwise you can directly print. See the output, you can see that EUI 012. So you can see that the data type also, is it series or not? You can see here also the data type. Just I'm creating, so just give d type of and observe the type and shift enter. Sorry, type, just give the type. And if you want to check the type of this, it's like a series. I'm saying just check this one and you'll get the pandas dot score dot series. So you same you can do here also. You can check the series, you can check the type. Of course it's like a series we'll get. So now I want to do that. I want to pass the data which is like same what I have explained. I want to pass numerics as well as integers as well as characters. I want to do that. So for that I'm creating the data here. So just observe carefully. So I'm passing both the data. So yeah, I want to copy paste this one. So here I'm passing some data and just shift enter. Yeah, just give the comma, shift enter. You can see that we can pass multi data. You want what you want, multi data structures you can pass in the series. So yeah, and you can do more crazy things by using series, and you can give the index also. So guys, always it's taking the index like this, right? 0 1 2. So instead of that you can give the index like what you want. You also give the index. You can create the index instead of like 0 1 2. You can give the index what the numbers you want. You can give like that also. So for that I'm creating, yeah, pand dot series of. So here I'm passing the some numbers. Just observe, I'm passing the some numbers. So here for these numbers I want to give the index. So instead of getting like 0 1 2 3, like I want to get some other index. So I'm passing like some other numbers. So instead of that, just pass some numbers. Yeah, and just shift enter, you can see that, of course, my index 4 index is generally 0, right? But I'm getting like 7 5. You can give your own index also, that is your wish. So instead of this, you can give the index characters also. Of course, you can give the characters. Just I'm giving the characters. Just shift enter, you can see the characters index. So you can give what you want. Of course, you can do lot many things. Small task, which is I want to print the numbers with the index of date. So actually, we are having a default method which is called date underscore range. By using that, I want to do that. So yes, of course, I'm creating a series, pan dot series. So here I'm passing some of the series which is like 1 comma 2 comma 3. So I want to give the index like date. So can we do that? Of course, can we do by using the range. So pand dot date range, we are having a method which is called date underscore range. So by that I can do. So here I'm giving, we are having a like 3, right? So I want like date 23 iPhone 12th month iPhone 2020. Of course, today is 09th, right? So you can take today's date, which is called what you want. It you can, of course, you can do that, and just copy. You can give up to. We are having 3 indexes, right? So 22, 23, 24. Just give up to 24. Hyphen 9. Hyphen 2020, and just shift enter. See the output. Yeah, just give in quotations. Yeah, you can give the index. You can see that 1 2 3. So this is the data which is I pass a series of data 1 2 3. Here I am giving the index of date by using date underscore range. So this is the way to do that. I think it's like a very clear. So I want to perform another task which is I want to print the numbers. So some numbers by using arrays. For that I want to give the index. So I want to use two things which is called pandas, as well as I want to do numpy. So I'm importing the numpy also, because if you want to perform n numbers by using array, you can import of course numpy. So I done very good job. Now I want to take the series. Yeah, we can use like this also. So num dot array of, so range. So here I want to print like 10 to 20 numbers with the help of numpy. So array I want to print. So here I want to give the index. So 0 1 2 3 like that I want to give. So is equal to range of, so just give 0 comma 10. So just you can see that yes, of course I'm printing this array. So like I'm getting 0 1 2 3 4 5 index. So you can give another index also. Of course you can give 10 to 20 index also. You can give better like 20 to 30 index and see the output. You can see the output. So guys, this is the way to do that. And next one, which is called I want to work with data frames. So this is all about series. I think it's like a very clear explanation about series. Yeah. So now I want to do the data frame. So what is meant by data frame? Actually, data frames are 2D labeled arrays. It's like these are mostly used in data analysis. So there are various types of creating the data frames we can create, such as creating like we can create like dictionaries, we can create like JSON objects, we can use like text, you can use like CSV files, and data frames maybe can be created using the list, dictionaries, tuples, etc. You can do lot of that is called data frame. So we'll create a data frame and we'll work by using pandas. So again guys, I already imported pand, of course. Now I want to create a variable which is called data. So here I'm creating the data, just observe, and I'm passing some of the items with the name as well as with their age. So that's it I'm doing. So I'm passing the name as well as age. So I'm giving Bob, and also I'm passing age also. So Bob age is 32. I'm creating another variable which is called final. So pan dot, we are having data frame. So like what the keyword having series, like that here having the pan which is called data frame. So yeah, I want to print data as well as columns with the name of help. I think we are creating a table. I think better to say that like this. You can see that I'm getting the table which is called name is. Of course, index was already created. So that's why I'm passing data as well as columns. So here I want to give the columns. So finally I want to give the columns. So what's the column names you want? So actually I'm passing name as well as uh, what you can say that is. So just finally print final and see the output. And you can see that it was created like a table. So that's why I given the column names, and of course it was created. So this is the way to create the table by using list. I think I use it like a list. You can observe. You can use like dictionary also, of course. So you can do like dictionaries. I'll do that. Just observe carefully. So I'm doing, just observe carefully. So here I'm creating two types of data, which is called exams, mid exams marks 1 and 2. So just observe carefully. So mid 1, I'm giving M1, M2, M3. So finally I want to print this one by using this. So just give mid 1 equal to, so I want to print like a series, of course, pan dot series. Like I given the mid 1, right? First of all I want to print the mid 1. So second I want to print like mid 2. Just print, just finally just print this data and see the output. And it was like yes, we what we have passed, it was good, but it's coming like this side, right? Just give n, it was super correct. Just give slash n, it, that's it. Shift enter, you can see that. Yeah, we done very good job. Now I want to print this one by using like output in a tabular matter. So I want to do that in a tabular matter. So again I'm giving that mid 1 marks as colon as mid 1 comma, so mid 2 marks. So just giving quotations mid 2 marks. Yeah, because I'm making this one as a data frame, that means I want to print like a what you can say that in tabular format, like this I want to do that. So like this I want to do that. So for that I'm passing this overall into uh, like what you can say that I want to print in list format. And you can see that of course I'm getting mid 1 marks, and you can see. So do you observe that I'm getting like a tabular format, like I'm getting the this way. So you can do like this. So because what I have done, I'll explain. So I created, of course, here I created mid 1 and mid 2 marks by using dictionaries. So like curly braces dictionaries, and I'm assigned this one mid 1 marks as a like the name of the column. So I done, and I given the data frame. So I created like this, of course I done like this. So finally I want to print in list format. So what the output, I want to print in list format. So yeah, finally I want to print mid 1 as well as mid 2. So it's like a tabular format, right? So I done like this, something like a tabular format by using this pandas library. So now I want to work with CSV data. So I want to import the CSV data. So I want to work on that. So for that I'm taking a CSV data. So just I'm taking the CSV data. I already downloaded that. You can see in my desktop. So this is the CSV data. So I downloaded like shipping dimensions. That means it's having some. You can see that when the order was placed. So what is the ship model? So which one? It's like a regular item or what? And which date and which is the ID of the ship. So I downloaded this one, and we are having like a lot of data. You can see that like we are having like almost 7,702. So we are having that much data. So I downloaded. So guys, don't worry, I'm keeping in description this link. You can also download and you can also use. So just I'll rename it as ship data. Better to do that, ship. Yeah. So I done. So you can, if you want to use this same data, the link was available in description. Just go and use. Yeah. So of course I downloaded CSV data. So now I'm using that import pandas already I done. Now I'm taking the file path. So I'm taking the path of this. So the name of this file is we are having like CSV, right? So you can see that ship.csv. So same name you need to give. So what's the name we are having? So here of course I taken that one. I want to read the data first of all. Uh, by output I'm passing a variable which is called output. So by using this I'm reading the data. So we are having the method which is called read underscore csv. By using this method you can read the data. So just give file path and just finally print the output and see what you have done. So we'll get that. Shift enter. You can see what we have, like all the data what you have seen in Excel format we are getting. And one more thing I want to say, that we are getting the index also. You can see that like serial number what you have, what you can say that you can say. Of course it's having like 7001 rows into 4 columns. It was saying that. So guys, this is the way to read. So I said that pandas is used for data. So if you want to work more number of data, pandas is the best library to work. I already explained. So this is the practical thing to work on that. So I think it's like very clear. Now guys, if you want to if you want to get only particular data, so if you want like only the first row, and also if you want like only second row, of course you can do that. You can do like that also. So just I'm giving for we are having like row. So by using row you can do that in. So what is the name of this? Finally it's like output, right? So just give output dot values and just print. So which row, so which row you want? I want first row to minus one row I want. And just observe carefully what happens. It was shift enter. Guys, you can see that I'm getting the data which is called so you can see that zero, this is the 0th row. So this is the one row, this is the two row, this is the three row generally. So you can see that, and I'm giving first row I want this row. So this is the 0, this is the one row. So I'm getting this row as well as minus one. This is minus one, this is minus two, minus three. So that's why I'm getting first row as well as last row. So one row minus one. So if you want like second row, so second row here which is called date. So I think you will get like date as well as you can see that the shipping ID. So guys, if you want a particular row, you can do by using this row concept. I think it's like very clear. So if you want like only ID, just give 0 index and you can see you'll get like ID as well as the shipping ID also. So if you want minus 2, that means we'll get like this row which is date as well as shipping ID. You can see ID and as well as date. In pandas we are having some of the methods. I want to discuss in this tutorial some of the important methods in pandas. We are having a method which is called dot head. By using that I want to do that. So what is that? It's like output, right? So just make it as output. So why I'm taking the output? So guys, here what I have done, I want finally I'm printed it's like output what after reading that. So that's why I'm taking the variable which is called output dot head and shift enter head, shift enter, and you can see the output which is like of course we are reading 4 and we are getting first 4 numbers, first 5 numbers. That is the use of output. You can see that. So up to here we are getting here. So just observe carefully in down also. Yeah. So this is the way to read the first four numbers by using head. And we are having another method which is called tail. So same I want to use by using tail. Shift enter. So it's like down, from bottom to top 5 we are reading this one. So by using tail. So and we are having like another method which is called info. So info, info. So what is the use of this means, if you want the how many objects are there, how many methods are there, it will explain. You can see that we are having like total 4 columns, of course, order id, shifting mode, date and id. So it sees 4 columns, and it's like a range of 7701. You can see that how much memory it was saying, how much everything was there by using info method, you can check. And we are having another method which is called describe. Shift enter, and you can see that we are having like order id this much. It's like a, I think you know the mean mode. So it was saying how much maximum, everything it was counted by on, by this, by using describe. You can do that. So we are having another method which is called shape. So by using shape we are able to know how many columns are available and how many rows are available in a table. And see the output. It's not a method, that's why I'm not giving anything. So you can see that we are having like 7701 rows and 4 columns, of course, in our data having, of course. And the next one which is called values, we already used this one. So if you want only values of that, you can see the output. So dot values, yeah. So you can see that how many like order id, it's like in array type. You can observe that it was converted into array. So you can see like this also by using dot values. That's all about this tutorial. I think you learned what are the methods are available, which is called head, tail, and describe, info, shape, values. And also we learned how to create a series, and how to read and how to create a data by using list, tuple, dictionaries. And we done something crazy in pandas, and we learned what is the difference between series, data frames, and what is the difference between array and series also. And we learned a lot of things in pandas tutorial. I hope it was very clear. And also I'm giving some of the task in description, and you can go and do that task, and you can comment in comment section, I done that task. And if you have any doubt, just comment in comment section, definitely I'll give a reply to your comment. And one more thing I want to do, that actually it's going long, we are having so many methods in pandas. So I'm giving the description in the link. If you want to learn more and more, the link was available in description, and just open and learn more methods and more things about pandas. Actually, if I want to explain clearly and very clarity, and with again an advanced level, almost it's like a 2 hours tutorial. It's come. It may be bored in future. If I have time, I'll do that. Anyway, so I'm giving the link. If you want to be like advanced, that link will definitely helps to you. I think I'll come with another tutorial, which is I want to work with graphical content. So I want to work by using Matplotlib library. So wait for another tutorial. Until then, bye bye. See you next tutorial.
I hope this video is helpful to you. In future, definitely, I'll do more videos and more things. And let's subscribe this channel, because if you support me, I'll do more and more videos. And do like and share also. And if you want to ask any